Hello, landing crew. Today, we're going to talk about a very sensitive subject. We're going to talk about losing weight while you are pregnant. So this was a highly requested video. I am currently almost 35 weeks pregnant and I am 1 pound under my pre-pregnancy weight. You have heard it. I've almost completed a pregnancy and I am still 1 pound below. So anytime I mention that in my updates, of course, people want to know. I have messages and emails. So I promised that once I got close to 35 weeks pregnant and I didn't gain an excessive amount of weight, I would do this video. Now, this is a very sensitive video as well. This video is not to bash anyone or make anyone feel bad that has gained weight during pregnancy, as there are so many factors during pregnancy that have nothing to do if you're keeping your activity up or if you're consuming the right amount of calories or the right kind of food. There are medical conditions. Pregnancy is just Russian roulette. You don't know what's going to happen. So again, this is not to make anyone feel bad. This is not to encourage anyone to diet during pregnancy. If you are a normal BMI, meaning if your BMI is 25 or lower, then this may not be the video for you. It may be helpful. In fact, it may help you keep some of that weight off, but our bodies know what they're doing. This is more if you're starting the pregnancy overweight or obese like I did. I was obese when I started this. I started my pregnancy at 207 pounds and I'm 5'7". So technically, even though I don't look it, I did start out this pregnancy obese. I am going to go over information that helped me when I was researching when I first found out I was pregnant with this baby. I will also put a disclaimer that I am not a medical professional. I am not giving pregnancy advice. I am simply giving tips that if you are interested in trying to keep the weight off, or if you're interested to try to be healthy and maintain as low of a weight as possible while you're still nourishing a little bitty baby, then this is the video for you. When I found out I was pregnant, it was really important for me to try to stay at the lowest weight possible. So after I had him, I didn't have a bunch of weight I had to lose. So let's talk. From the moment we find out that we're pregnant, we are constantly told the same thing. You're eating for two now. We've all heard that phrase. You're eating for two. You're eating for two. Don't worry about it. You're pregnant. I can't tell you how many times that I wouldn't go for the third plate of food at like a family get together. And they're like, oh, Stephanie, you should have another one. I'm like, oh, I've already had 2 plates. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. You're pregnant. Pregnancy does not give you this get out of jail free card where you can stuff your face. Now again, if you're still hungry after that second plate, have the third plate by all means, but be cautious of it. The facts are this, that during your first trimester, the average woman only needs about 1,800 calories. During the second trimester, it's 2,200 calories. And in the third trimester, it's 2,400 to 2,600 calories, which makes perfect sense because we all know that once we're in that last trimester, it seems like we get so hungry and we can eat everything. At least that's how I feel right now. So that makes sense, right? Well, the average non-pregnant woman only needs 1,500 to 2,000 calories, depending if she's wanting to lose about 1 pound a week or if she's wanting to maintain her weight. So when you think about it, during your first trimester, you really don't need to eat more than you normally would. That isn't to say that our babies don't have growth spurts, we don't get hungry. And even when you're not pregnant, there are sometimes you just want to pig out. You just want to have that yummy, yummy food, and that is completely okay. But my first tip is going to be to let go of that stereotype that you're eating for two. With my last pregnancy with Alexander, my doctor was really strict about weight gain, especially if you started the pregnancy out overweight, because there are health risks to being pregnant and being overweight. That is my first advice and the most important advice. I think that really changes the mentality, and without taking that mentality, you're going to get nowhere. So if you have in the back of your head, well, it's okay if I do this because I'm pregnant, it's not gonna fly. So let go of the mentality. You are not eating for two. You do not have a grown adult growing in your belly. You have an embryo and then later a fetus. My next tip is going to be water, and then some more water. You want to consume so much water, so much fluids, juice. You want to make sure that you're staying hydrated. Not only is it going to prevent other things in pregnancy like constipation, things that are just no fun to deal with, but it's also going to keep you healthy and keep everything washing out of your body, toxins. It's going to also help you feel the best. Okay, and this next tip is really, really difficult if you're pregnant. You're probably gonna hear it and be like, Stephanie, you are crazy. But it is to stay as active as you can. Now, during that first trimester when you're not feeling good, and during that last trimester when you're so pregnant and tired, believe me, I have the hardest time trying to stay active, but it is really important for you to stay active, especially if you were an active person before. But even if not, just walking every day or keeping up with the housework, just doing things that exert the energy and just keeps your body moving. Not only is it good for maintaining weight during pregnancy or encouraging weight loss, but it is also going to help you later on in the pregnancy and during delivery. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, this last tip is equally as important as all of the others, and that is portion control. Portion control in anything, whether it's just you having breakfast or having lunch or dinner. Again, I am not saying to restrict your calories. I am not saying to not have yummy things or things that you're craving or things you want. If I'm craving something, I have it. But it's saying, okay, you had that bowl of Cap'n Crunch. Don't be getting your big old mixer bowl that you would make like a double serving of brownies in. Just get a normal bowl, and after you've had that, don't have another bowl. It's especially portion controlling when you're dealing with high carb things like breads and sweets. It's really important to curb those because that is going to be really crucial in keeping the weight off. Now, I know I've said this time and time again, but if you are craving something, eat it or drink it. Even if you're craving a bunch of brownies, like, let yourself indulge, because it is going to be harder to try to maintain it over long term if you are depriving yourself, and you should not deprive yourself. This is the time that we listen to our bodies, and believe me guys, I'm all about losing weight, hardcore. I mean, if you follow me, I've done paleo before. I'm all about that. But when it comes down to being pregnant and carrying life in our belly and being responsible for another human being's growth, it is really important for us to listen and not to take it too far. And at the end of the day, you may still gain weight, but this is very good tips to get you started on the right path. For example, I may not end this pregnancy with not gaining any, but that is completely fine, because my whole goal was I wanted to be as healthy as possible, and starting out this pregnancy already in the obese category was really kind of scary. Like, I was just like, I don't want way more weight to lose. I usually lose the weight pretty easily. I don't think I'm gonna do any weight loss vlogs or anything like that. But guys, he is making it really hard to do this video. Eat your food. What do you have? What do you have? You gonna say hi? Hi. I'm gonna get those pizzies. I'm gonna get those pizzies. He's like, leave me alone, I'm eating, Mama. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips of losing weight or maintaining weight during pregnancy, please leave them in comments below to help the other pregnant women out there, including me. But I love you guys. If you have any questions, also leave them in the comments below. I really like doing videos like this for you, and definitely if you're new here, hit that red subscribe button so you can become a part of our family, and so you can stay updated with my pregnancy updates. And that way, if I do gain weight and I do just become this fat cow after making this video, you can be like, haha, Stephanie, your tips didn't even work for you. Now I'm kidding. That may happen, but thank you guys. I love you, Landing Crew. Mwah! You are the loudest toddler ever. You make being a YouTuber hard.